Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into the fascinating life of one of the most iconic musicians of all time, Michael Joseph Jackson. Michael Joseph Jackson was an American singer, songwriter, dancer, and philanthropist. Michael Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. He was the eighth of 10 children in the Jackson family and grew up in a musical household. His father, Joseph Jackson, was a steelworker who also played guitar in a local R&B band. His mother, Catherine, was a devout Jehovah's Witness who encouraged her children to pursue their musical talents. Michael grew up in a large family. He had 5 brothers and 3 sisters. Jacksons were fairly poor and lived in a small house with just 2 bedrooms for 11 people. His father, Joe Jackson, was a very strict father. He didn't allow the kids to have a lot of friends and he often whipped the children if they disobeyed. He wanted them to stay out of trouble and away from gangs. At a young age, Michael and his brothers formed a musical group called the Jackson 5. They began performing at local clubs and quickly gained a following. In 1968, they signed with Motown Records and released their first single, I Want You Back, which became an instant hit. The Jackson 5 continued to have success. They released more #1 singles like ABC, I'll Be There, and The Love You Save. As the lead singer, Michael was becoming very famous. He couldn't go to school because he would be mobbed by fans, so he was taught by private tutors in between rehearsals and concerts. Michael was just a kid when all this happened. He didn't get to play with other kids his age and later felt like he missed out on having a childhood. In 1971, he started a solo career while also being a member of the Jackson 5, and during that period, he released 4 solo studio albums: Got to Be There, Ben, Music and Me, and Forever, Michael. He released the best-selling album of all time, Thriller, in 1982, with estimated sales of 66 million copies worldwide. Jackson's first album in 5 years, Bad, 1987, was highly anticipated, with the industry expecting another major success. Bad won the 1988 Grammy for Best Engineered Recording, Non-Classical, and the 1990 Grammy Award for Best Music Video. In 1988, Jackson released his autobiography, Moonwalk, with input from Stephen Davis and Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Jackson became known as the King of Pop, a nickname that Jackson's publicists embraced. From 1985 to 1990, Jackson donated $455,000 to the United Negro College Fund, and all profits from his single, Man in the Mirror, went to charity. Jackson discussed his childhood, the Jackson 5, and the abuse from his father. He attributed his changing facial appearance to 3 plastic surgeries: puberty, weight loss, a strict vegetarian diet, a change in hairstyle, and stage lighting. In August 1993, Jackson was accused of child sexual abuse by a 13-year-old boy, Jordan Chandler, and his father, Evan Chandler. Jordan said he and Jackson had engaged in acts of kissing, masturbation, and oral sex. Jackson married Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of rock legend Elvis Presley. The couple divorced in 1996. People even speculated that the relationship was a public stunt to fix his ruined image after his child molestation accusations. Their marriage lasted just 19 months. He later married Debbie Rowe, and they welcomed Michael Joseph Jackson Jr. and Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. He later had his 3rd child, Prince Michael Jackson II, with a surrogate. One of the things that people remembered him for was the lightening of his skin. He admitted that it was a necessary procedure due to his suffering from vitiligo after his multiple plastic surgeries. Soon, music took a backseat to Jackson's personal life. He had a third child, Prince Michael Jackson II, in 2002, but the birth was overshadowed by erratic public appearances and legal problems, including an arrest in November 2003 for child molestation. In June 2005 he was acquitted on all counts. As the case played out, Sony released the first ever single-disc collection of Jackson's peak #1s in 2003. It had a new song, One More Chance. Jackson planned a major comeback for 2009 with a major tour called This Is It, featuring a long run of shows at London's O2 Arena. As he was in the midst of rehearsals in Los Angeles, he collapsed at home on the afternoon of June 25, 2009. Rushed to the UCLA Medical Center, Jackson was pronounced dead of a cardiac arrest at the age of 50. An extensive investigation later named his death a homicide due to prescription drugs. Dr. Conrad Murray was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Jackson has been referred to as the King of Pop for having transformed the art of music videos and paving the way for modern pop music. For much of Jackson's career, he had an unparalleled worldwide influence over the younger generation. His influence extended beyond the music industry. He impacted dance, led fashion trends, and raised awareness for global affairs. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the life of Michael Joseph Jackson.